Hey y'all, I'm gonna react to some videos, y'all. I wanted to go and react to. I saw on my feed that Tusi made a diss and Jace made a diss. I go on YouTube try to look for the Tusi diss because apparently I heard that he dissed first, or I'm thinking he dissed first. I don't know. I I couldn't find it. So right now I'm gonna just react to this video I saw. It was on Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis fight. I'm gonna go and react to this, and I'm gonna just react to the Jace. But if I see it by tomorrow, then I'm gonna react to it tomorrow. But right now, I'm not gonna react to it. I know I want to be fair with the disses, but like I can't find the diss right now. So that's what I'm gonna go and just react to right now. Actually, I might just wait. I might just wait because he might say some shit in reference to Tusi's diss. So hold on, I gotta put my headphones on. I mean, connect my headphones.
God damn it. Breaking news, man. Breaking news. I know, I'm sitting here with my family upstairs. We celebrating Halloween by watching scary movies and dressing up while watching scary movies. And lo and behold, breaking news. I just saw this here thanks to my
Netflix and reps for Jake Paul have been exploring potential
agent Neville, who sent me this.
replacements for Gervonta Davis. I think I stopped at this part.
Chris Mannix, love you, boy. That was my brother. He
Sources
posted
familiar with the
that Jake Paul
situation
is looking for a replacement for Gervonta Tank Davis for their
That's all
fight
right.
on Friday,
That's
November
all right.
14th. Because I'm not sure if you guys know
All day, it's
Gervonta
good.
Tank Davis and the DV allegations, the new one that
There's a new DV allegation.
just it was just covered yesterday as breaking news.
That's crazy as shit. Yo. Y'all niggas better. Yo. And I saw Davis even defending himself on the on the conference when Paul was talking about that shit, bringing up clowns and shit for doing DV. Like, gang, I don't know what's happening inside that household, but shit, hell nah, nigga. That's a hell nah, nigga. I ain't even gonna speak on something like that, bro. So now they gotta go and look for another person for Davis. Shit.
For Gervonta
Who gonna replace Davis?
and the situation. You guys can look into it. I didn't, you know me, I don't really.
Hey, I feel like Crawford will go on the joint. He's all like, y'all always want to go for older dudes. Fuck it. I feel like Crawford would do some shit because he said he want his next fight to be at least 100 M's. And I heard he want to go and fight Johnny Beck or something like that. They say he's a good fighter, so. But if you want to go and run up that quick bag, I feel like he could fight Jake Paul. I think he said, I think Shannon Sharp said, would you fight him? He said he put up a certain amount. He was like, okay, Nick. I think it was something like that. I don't want to bring like fake news or something.
Speak about stuff
Yeah,
outside the ring,
I gotta
but
research
now
that.
I
I
have
gotta
to
research
since
that.
it affects the ring. Okay, what happens in the ring? The fight may be canceled. It's a civil suit, from my understanding, and I don't want to, confuse you guys or misinform you guys. I didn't look into it much, but from my understanding, it's a civil suit. It probably could turn into worse. A woman who is a waitress at a club. So.
This isn't even shit in the house. This is a whole waitress.
I don't know all the details you got.
Not saying it's any better. Not saying it's fucking any better. No saying that.
I check the details, but Jake Paul is looking for a replacement for Gervonta Tank Davis, man, and I get it, okay, because it's stuff you don't mess with. Gervonta is a repeat offender of this, or at least with allegations. So, you know, and I was just looking at photos, the new photos of Jake Paul and Shakur Stevenson sparring and shit, and I was like, yo, I'm going to cover this, you know, tomorrow. I might as well just talk about it a bit now. You know, what I said earlier today for the Facts Friday, Jake Paul having his Avengers for Thanos. I called it Jake Paul's Knights versus Darth Davis. It's not canceled quite yet, all right? But Jake Paul is looking for a replacement, and that's the latest news. Damn.
He said it's not quite. It's not quite yet. This man want to fight, man. I mean, I feel like a lot of niggas wanted to fight, but them cases are serious, man. That's some real serious shit.
My take on Gervonta. I don't have much because I wasn't there. I don't know everything that happened, and of course, I'm not going to jump on one side or the other. But I'm going to say this as a general statement. I do think boxers, if the new boxing league, TKO, or if anyone who gives a shit enough, I think fighters, I've been saying this for a while, should have like mandatory therapy sessions because
I saw this one video from Israel Adesanya. I think he was on Flagrant, where he was talking about how he was considering therapy, but he was like, nah, but if I go to therapy, my nigga, like, that shit would take away all the demons, nigga. I need that shit to fight, nigga. I'm like, damn. And I think even Andrew Schultz was like, type shit. I think he was saying the same. I don't know. Y'all gonna have to research that shit. I don't want to say some shit that's wrong. I'm just going off my memory. But my nigga, I feel like a lot of fighters know that they have to get that mental, like, talk it out and shit like that. But I feel like half of them want to go in. I feel like reason one is because they want to go and have that fighting will. I think they just don't want to be all resolved and shit, you know, and then find a new like purpose in fighting and shit like that. You know, a lot of people fight because they've been through some fucked up shit, and this is the way they, you know, that's that dog in them. Now they have to go and find a whole, like, what am I doing this for? This is when niggas hit their prime and shit. What am I doing this for? When they in this shit for X amount of years. Also, I honestly feel like a bunch of niggas don't even fuck with that therapy shit. Like, these are boxers, my nigga. These niggas ain't even rappers. Like, they aren't even verbally saying their frustrations. And even rappers are like therapy. You feel me? Especially niggas. Man, I'm saying black people as whole, dog. Any category of black. Even like from poorer communities, like immigrants, I'd say, like even Spanish and shit like that. When it comes towards like therapy, people just look at it as like, bro, I'm gonna go and just give all my and it's expensive as shit. I'm gonna give my money to go and vent out all my frustrations to you, and what's the answer? You feel me? Because this is another person just like him. A lot of people could go and look at therapy and be like, nah, I ain't doing that shit too. So it's two of those things. I feel like niggas don't want to lose that dog in them, and a lot of people are iffy on therapy. So I think I did think that I heard, damn, I can't speak for some reason. All right, let me shut up. All right, now I can speak. I think that Gervonta Tank Davis said that he was trying to go and do therapy after he was boxing, after he's like done with boxing and shit like that, because he just been through some shit for real. So that isn't a bad thing for him to go and say, like mandatory like therapy and shit like that. But them reasons I said, bro, I think people don't want to lose that dog in them. People iffy about therapy, gang. I ain't gonna hold you. A lot of people look at therapy as a weak thing, which is crazy. But they also look at the expenses too, which is also to each their own, bro. Nigga gonna say, hey man, you gotta put value in this shit. This is some value shit, but this is, they be pricing, bro. Man, I don't know. Shit, I don't know.
Fighters are taught all day, every day since kids, okay? They're homeschooled early, they're taken removed from general population, really learning those skills in like, just a public school system on how to deal with people, and they're taught on how to respond to their ops physically by fighting, using their fists, all right? And they're taught that repetitively, which is perfect for being a warrior. But then you're gonna have to decompress when it comes to dealing it.
Gang, I don't even think it's just learning boxing and then it just makes you a fighter. Gang, this is a nigga from Baltimore, bro. Gang, when I was in Baltimore, bro, nigga, nigga, don't go to nigga. At nighttime, bro, niggas is just posted up. Ninja'd up, my nigga. Ski mask, all that activity, my nigga. Nigga. And there's some people that be in Maryland that be from Baltimore. I remember this one girl when I was working over at Landover. Man, shit. She was from Baltimore, good ass energy, but you could even see the hustle. But gang, Baltimore, my nigga, fuck the boxing teaches you to go and be more physical and put your frustrations out into your fist and shit like that. That's one thing, nigga. I heard Gervonta will go to the like real life go to the boxing gym because that was his like way out. You feel me? Damn, I can't speak. It's like nigga growing up from the hood, bro. This is like his way out. Like this is like his space for him to go and like do something about himself because he's tired of seeing the bullshit around him. Product of environment shit. I was just talking to some. I was just having a conversation. This person from LA, bro. He was talking about what he grew up on, and I'm like, damn, shit, crazy, man. Niggas go through some bullshit, man. So I don't think it's just taught on a boxing thing, but just simply off of what he grew up on, bro. Therapy, man, and that's just not for Davis. That's for a lot of people that are fighters too. I don't think it's just a teaching a boxing thing. Canelo. When Canelo grew up, he was just a person that was just inclined to fight, but he grew up around some. You feel me? He was a gingered Mexican. I ain't gonna hold you. Tyson, bro. These niggas all grew up with some crazy shit. Crawford, bro. They all grew up with some crazy shit, bro. Is Clarissa from Flint, Michigan? Gang, they all grew up in some environment. I'm just saying only a few, bro. There's a whole bunch more, bro. And that's what makes them also a fighter too. Cause like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. You feel me? Maybe I'm just saying shit, but I'm like, he's having that dog in him and shit like that. I honestly don't know what the situation is with the waitress and shit like that, but shit, I don't know. I honestly don't know what I was gonna go and end it off with because I don't know what the situation was, bro. I don't know. That's not me saying, oh, this could happen. I just don't know. honestly don't know. That shit's serious though. I remember he on the post conference he was saying, how can I with the DV and shit like that, and you know, a nigga trying to go and defend himself, but like he was talking about some. There ain't no other person that go and put a case on me. Like no one else put a case on me, and then this shit happened. Like this shit, man. And who the fuck's gonna replace Davis?
In just a normal social setting, okay? I'm
Who
not
Jake
saying
Paul gonna
Gervonta,
fight?
you know, is guilty of any of this. I'm just talking about generally speaking, because we've had these situations,
All right, I've been talking for a minute. I'm gonna let the video play.
allegations and stuff like this time and time again, especially with what we've learned about CTE and stuff like that. I'm just saying we rev up these fighters to handle problems with their fists. I think there should be support and resources allocated with monies, you know, especially when I'm just thinking of how to make the situation better. All right, that's all. I'm just trying to problem solve, but I'm just saying, since fighters have to pay fees and stuff like
One
that,
last
maybe
thing.
there can be a
I feel like if they go and do mandatory sessions, let's say boxing provides you with mandatory sessions to where they won't even it won't even come out your pocket, but they make everything come out niggas' pockets. But let's say that happens, right? They let a nigga go through therapy and physical therapy with no cost, which is great. Which is like okay, what makes a nigga go and make that decision to vent? You know, a lot of there's a barrier for like that's the next barrier for like people, especially men, to go and sit down and say, okay, I'm gonna go and tell you what, you know what I'm saying? Because niggas be going through some bullshit, and then for someone to say something, thinking that, you know, it's hard to even trust someone saying some information, dog. Yo, people have a lot of speculation out there, but that was off the hypothetical alone. Take away the hypothetical, meaning like them paying for it, gang. You're gonna have to go and pay, and you already have the barrier, gang. Shit.
fun to help with these fighters, you know, as far as when it comes to their medical treatment. You know how after a fight they go and they go to the hospital and they get checked medically, right? With maybe there should be one for, you know, just mental health therapy also provided after a fight or
I
something.
don't want to see no therapist going to give some prescriptions and it's always like quick to prescriptions, bro. I don't want shit to be always so quick to prescriptions. I don't know nothing about no doctor shit and shit like that, but these prescriptions, I be hearing too much bad things, man.
I'm trying to come up with some sort of solution, and I don't think that's a bad idea. But let me know how you feel in the comments below. Showbiz for adult. I gotta give you guys the breaking news. I know a lot of you guys are getting dressed. You guys are like me. Y'all love Halloween. You're probably doing your shit. And you're about to go out
Doing the
and
most.
shit. Yeah, sorry for the news, but I had to give you the news. All right. Showbiz for adult. I'm out.
Not a bad video. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know who Jake Paul's gonna fight, y'all. Who y'all think Jake Paul would fight that y'all would watch besides Tank Davis? All right, I'm gonna see you.